So, life's boring. It's the truth sometimes, depending on what season you in. You know what I mean? So before I get into the topic, I want y'all to know my name's Malik. If you haven't been here before, this is Leak's Legacy, where I talk about real shit, talk about things that's going on in my life, and basically how it can apply to yours. So that phrase, life is boring. The reason I say that is because when you're on that grind, that's really what life is like. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, whatever time y'all wake up. Most people should wake up early, even if your job doesn't require you. Still should wake up early, get that work in. But you wake up, you go to work. You know what I mean? You have an 8, 10, 12-hour shift, depending on what type of lifestyle you live or what type of job you got. Then you come home, and there's two options. Either you sit on your phone and don't do nothing, or you pack your shit up and you go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Or you work on your business. And that's where the boring part can come into play. Because let's say one of those people that go to the gym like me after work, most of the time you got your little routine, but it feels like you're doing the same thing every day. You know what I mean? You might be hitting a different body part, but it's work, then it's gym, then it's home, eat, sleep, repeat. And that can be boring. And I know for me, that's something I've been struggling with lately. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about it. And I ain't gonna make this video long, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. Honestly, I should be moving to night soon. This is a little side note. I should be moving to night shift soon. So I hope to be making like at least 3 videos a week. Once I do that, I'll have a little bit more time to make the videos and stuff like that. But no promises. That's just my hope. So we're gonna see how that go. But like I said, I've been battling this, man. I've been battling this, fight with boredom. You know what I mean? I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, get ready for work. You know what I'm saying? I go to work from like 7 to 4, 5, 6, depending on the day. You know what I'm saying? And then I get home and I instantly take off my clothes, put on my gym shit, hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? And when I hit the gym, lately I've been really trying to focus on my cardio and my core so I can get I got a little gut. You know what I mean? My body, I got the gains, but I got a little gut on me. So I'm trying to get the gut down. I've been doing Stairmaster heavy, been doing core workouts, but I'm slowly trying to just get myself back into it, you know what I mean, going hard so that I don't fall off, you know what I'm saying? Because I have gone hard in the gym before. I have done CrossFit for people who know that what that is. I have, moments in my life where I was in the gym heavy. And, I found myself within these past, I would say 2.5 months, because I was going to the gym a little bit earlier this year, but for the past 2.5 months, I kind of fell off. I got my mind somewhere else. I was complaining about the job, which I'll get to. But yeah, for the gym stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get back in the motion, you know what I mean? And at times it can feel boring, because you see your friends who might still be in college going out, partying or drinking or playing a sport, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like toxic shit like that. Playing a sport, I used to play rugby at Rowan University. I love the sport. And now it's like, man, I can't do that no more, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get past the outside noise and what I used to do. Not look at my past as something I cherish, you know what I mean, but look at my future as something I cherish, you know what I'm saying? Where am I going is what I'm trying to say. Where am I going? Not where I've been. So yeah, that part of my life, I've been battling boredom, you know what I mean? Trying to push myself, just like y'all should push yourselves, through getting through the hard times, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't even say they're hard, you know what I mean? Once you start to do them, shit becomes like a routine, but it can be difficult when you're thinking about your past or just what other people are doing and how they're living their life. You just got to focus on you. But even when it comes to people who are focusing on their business, because I know a lot of people, even myself, but I'm not going to talk about myself in this category. I know a lot of people who are at this moment trying to get something off the ground, trying to work on their business, trying to get people to acknowledge what they're doing. And for those people, I want to tell you, like, keep going hard. It might be bored sometimes, might be boring sometimes, or it might be difficult too when you're trying to like get something off the ground. But all in all, based off of my experience with things, the more you do it every single day, you know what I mean, you start to fall in love with it. Just like I'm starting to fall in love with the gym and this job, you know what I'm saying? Like you start to actually appreciate the hard work that you're putting in. And you start to actually understand that the boring life is a better life. Because when you're boring, when you ain't got shit going on, you ain't got no girls in your phone, you ain't got to worry about no friends that are on some BS, you know what I mean? It's just you, yourself, and you. it's like, hey, like, I feel at peace. You know what I mean? That's one thing I feel like I have been feeling lately outside of the gym and all that stuff is like at peace with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, things weighing me down. I do still. I'm not going to lie. Like, life is life. But I don't have like serious or outworldly things. Like, anything that's bothering me comes from my inside, from me. I don't have people getting on my nerves. I don't have girls getting on my nerves. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about life I wanted to say. Sorry, had a little brain fart. But another way it's okay for life to be boring is when it comes to, like I said, that grind. That grind, that grind, that grind. Your future self, right? My future self, your future self will look back at this moment, look back at this year, look back at these couple months, look back at these 2 years, 3 years that you just kind of had your head down. You was putting in that work. You was grinding. You didn't go on no parties. And I'm not saying you gotta be perfect. You can go to a couple parties every now and then, maybe one every couple months, or hang out with your boys. And like, I'm not saying cut off your friends, none of that. What I'm saying is you lock in and cut out things that you know for you. Everybody's different. That you know for you is being a distraction. And I know for me, I have my distractions. I'm not going to go into them, but I know my distractions. So it's like when you cut off a lot of those distractions and you kind of just keep your eye on the prize, you're going to look back at this moment, these past, years and months, like I said, and be proud of yourself, man. You'll be proud that you pushed through and that you got over the hump. You'll be proud that you got that extra money in the savings account. Now you can use it for shit that you really want to do. Now you'll be proud that you got that fucking business off the ground and now you're seeing it flourish. It might not be $1 million business, but it's something. You got people interested in you. I know I want to start a business one day, but we ain't gonna get into that in this video. But even with the gym, man, it might be boring doing all the reps and you might get tired, you feel weak. But it's like if you keep going at it, eventually, whenever your goal date is, or 2-3 years from now, I know for me, like my goals are looking like 2-3 year goals, you feel me? You'll look back and be like, damn, like I'm kind of swole, or man, I'm kind of lean, or man, like I feel healthy, you know what I'm saying? So keep on going with that boring life. And if your life isn't boring and you feel like you doing too much of the toxic shit, or you doing too much of shit that don't even fulfill you, look at yourself in the mirror and question like, hey man, is it time for a change? Is it time for me to step back and look at myself and be like, yo, what are we doing? Because I know that happened to me, man. That's happened to me. Like these past couple months, I had these talks in the mirror, talks with God, and I'm just like, yo, like what am I doing? Like, where am I going? You know what I'm saying? Like what's purposeful for me? What do I actually care about? You know what I'm saying? How can I lock in even more? And I'm not perfect. That's one thing I want to tell y'all. Because the basis of this video is living that boring life. Being okay with the boring life just to get to where you want to be. That's the purpose of this video. But I want y'all to know, like, this is Leek's legacy, man. So my real viewers out there, the people who actually care about me, and hopefully people in the future come back and look at this video, the ones that actually care about me, I want y'all to know, like, bro, it's not easy out here, man. It's not easy out here, man. You know what I mean? You question yourself every day. Like, man, what am I going to do in this world? This is just my thoughts. Like, what am I going to do in this world? How would I leave my legacy behind? It's called Leek's legacy. What will my legacy be? Am I doing the right things with these women? Am I doing the right things with my mind, with myself? Am I trying hard enough? You know what I'm saying? These are all thoughts that come to my mind on a daily. And I see that the more I've been in the gym, and to talk about the job, I'm going to talk about that right now. With the job, you know what I'm saying, I feel like there was a moment in time where I was complaining a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was complaining because I was living that boring life, and I am living that boring life. I was like, man, I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Man, I got to fucking shovel shit. I got to do something I don't even like to do. Mind you, the money is good. It's putting good money in my pocket. However, I'm over here complaining about the little things, about waking up early and doing things I should already be doing, or fucking how strict they are and how they don't let you have weekends off when you want to have off, and like all this other shit. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, bro, like, check yourself. Cause on the real, like, I asked God for this. And I want y'all to think about y'all lives when you hear me say this. What in your life have you asked God for? God, Allah, whatever you call him. What have you asked him for? And then when he gives it to you, you're not grateful for it. You asked to eat. I love this quote. You asked to eat, but you can't finish the food on your plate. You sitting here like, damn, God, why you give me so much? He said, nigga, you asked to eat. I gave you a feast. And when you finish it, shit, you're going to feel whole. But right now, stop looking at how big it is. You know what I mean? It also relates to how, like, some people say my eyes were bigger than my stomach. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel sometimes, where it's like, damn, like I thought I was hungry, which I am. But damn, I ain't know you was going to give me all this food. I ain't know you was going to give me all this work. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful. And that's one thing I've been practicing a lot lately is gratitude. Gratitude. Instead of complaining about having to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to a job and say, thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity to have this job. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out here who don't have jobs or who do have jobs, but they don't get paid that much. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, God, for giving me this job. There's people out here struggling, man, struggling. Be grateful. Be grateful that you can go to the gym if you want to. Because there's some people out there who live in third world countries that they can't do that. They're just doing calisthenics, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with calisthenics, but y'all know what I mean. I just got to be grateful. And that's one thing y'all got to work on too. Gratitude. Be grateful for what God has put into your life. Because at one point in your life, you asked for it. You asked for it. So yeah, back to that boring life, man. That boring life. It's okay. Because in the real life, not going to be boring forever. As long as you stay focused and do what you want to do. You see, for me personally, I see this job and this situation in my life, this period in my life, I see it as a stepping stone. I see it as God teaching me discipline and sacrifice, because those are big things. You can't get to the next level without sacrifice, and you can't get to the next step without discipline. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God is also trying to show me like, yo, yeah, there's big things you want to do in this world. There's big things you want to do for yourself. But I need you to go through this valley first, this dungeon first, so to say. And grow. Stack your money. So that maybe 2, 3 years, 4 years down the line, you can leave this job. Get something that is more for you. But you have a security blanket of money, and you've grown your mind over the course of years reading these books and doing the things you need to do so that you can actually live the way you want to live. Sometimes you got to go through the mud in order to get to the greener pastures. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here and chat with y'all. Like I said, I'm hoping that once I move to night shift, I'll be able to make more videos, you know what I'm saying? And just put that content out for y'all, get back on this YouTube shit. And yeah, man, I just want to grow. Yeah, man, this life is going to be boring at times. You're going to have seasons that are boring, but just remember, you asked for it, be grateful for it, and make the best of it, okay? You asked for it, so be grateful for it and make the best of it. Until next time, on Leaks Legacy, I'm out.